Welcome back to Behind the Short. I'm your host, Wesley Malott, and today I'm gonna cover Janis f***ing Joplin. Welcome back to Behind the Short. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to make a movie with no money, but first, I realized I never really gave myself a proper introduction here on the channel, so... Hey! What's up, everybody? My name is Wesley Malott. I am the co-founder of Thinking Art Entertainment. I'm a filmmaker based out of Pennsylvania, and I chose to start my career off with 2 feature films. Wisely or unwise, that is what I chose to do. And today, I'm going to tell you about how I was able to do that with absolutely no money. The first thing you're going to need is a good story. Now, the approach that I took was I first wrote an outline and then the script without any limitations whatsoever. Then I went back and reverse engineered the script to see what elements I had access to versus what elements I needed to acquire. I did this so I could just get the idea down on paper and to see if it looked and sounded good. Now the trick here is to be realistic. If your script calls for a helicopter, you're probably not going to be able to acquire one. Unless your parents own a helicopter, then you probably don't need to know how to make a movie with no money anyway. Then you need a camera and something to record sound with. If you already have a camera, great! If you don't, you need to acquire one somehow. If you have any friends or family that have any cameras, any lenses, any sound recording gear, any filmmaking equipment whatsoever, do not be afraid to ask. The key here is to just get out there and create something. If you don't know anybody with a camera, you probably have this thing in your pocket called a smartphone. Smartphones nowadays shoot 4K video. 4K in your pocket. I remember when I was first starting out as a filmmaker, 1080p was a luxury on cameras. Now 4K in your pocket. If none of those are options, use the good old-fashioned way.
Yo, I'm a cop!
I think I got it. Then you're gonna need some actors.
I'm a cop! I'm a cop! I'm a cop!
The trick here is to use non-professionals. Friends, family, anybody that you know that has an interest in acting. This will really teach you a lot about directing, trying to get really good performances out of non-actors. Now that you got a good story, some filmmaking equipment, and a cast, now you need to acquire some crew. Once again, ask any friends or family who have any interest in filmmaking to volunteer. Teach them their duties. Make sure to specifically explain to them their position and what you expect of them. No friend or family member willing to volunteer? Simple solution, do it yourself. There have been entire scenes of movies where I've been the only crew member behind the camera. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but if I can do it, you can do it too.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Are you overwhelmed by the amount of toilet paper options at the grocery store? Not sure which brand is for you? Choose Bottom Shelf Toilet Paper. You'll use twice as much and clog your toilet. Guaranteed. Choose Bottom Shelf Toilet Paper today.
Locations, locations, locations. I feel like I'm saying this a lot, but once again, ask your friends and family if they have a location that they would be willing to let you use to be able to make your movie. Another option would be to ask local businesses. Offer something in return. Tell them that you would do a Facebook promo for them. Tell them that you would do a commercial for their website. Offer something in return. The last option would be to renegade smartly. If your script calls for a shootout in downtown Philadelphia, don't do it. If your script calls for a conversation involving 2 people on a park bench, find a local park and shoot it. No big deal. Now that you have your footage in the can, you're going to need something to edit it with. There are a lot of free editing programs out there that you can use. If you don't like any of those, free trials. Use somebody else's account. You can always ask mom and pops to buy it for you for your birthday, just saying. Torrance! Oh. What? I didn't say Torrance, I sneezed. The last and most important thing is to just get out there and effing do it! Do it! Effing do it! Don't worry if it sucks. If it's your first film, it's gonna suck. Get over it. There were plenty of times where I would come back from a long day of shooting, load the footage onto the computer, look at it and be like, What the f did I just shoot? The trick is to just get out there and do it.
Just do it!
Do not be discouraged. If you're not out there shooting, you're not learning. And learning is the single most important aspect of filmmaking. Why am I angry? If I were to go back in time and do it all over again, would I choose to start my filmmaking career with 2 features? Probably not, but that doesn't mean I regret it. Those films have helped me learn and grow into a better filmmaker, and I will forever cherish those experiences, no matter how good or bad those films turned out to be. That's gonna do it for this week's episode of Behind the Short. Please, if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and then tune in next week for more Behind the Short.